do you know what these are? These are 12 buttons. They sell them at Lancaster. You just mash that and you get a 12. I put 2 on there because I don't shoot so good. So when one battery goes bad, I grab a button, you squeeze the 12 knob and you got a 12. Check them out at Lancaster, $9.95. Tell them Uncle Ray sent you, get a 20% discount as far as you know. 12 City.
The ASA Classic is always a bittersweet event. It's considered the unofficial national championship of the ASA, so winning the Classic is always a dogfight, and those who climb to the top of the podium feel a heightened sense of pride. At the same time, the Classic also is the last event of the annual ASA season. So once it's over, it's time to say goodbye to ASA friends and family for 6 long months. So it's fair to say we love the Classic for the heightened competition that it brings, and we hate the Classic for closing another ASA season. Mother Nature socked the 2023 ASA Classic with a stiff right hook as heavy rain, wind, and lightning killed the last Zebra Bowstrings team shoot of the season just as it began. It was a violent storm with a bolt of lightning striking a tree just off Vendor Village, just minutes after archers sheltering underneath its limbs dashed indoors for safety. The rain and lightning returned Friday, scuttling all amateur rounds for the day, but archers competing in the 6 pro classes got to shoot their first rounds, albeit 6 hours later than normal.
Knock or the green knock? You are? Tim. Actually, Alan Connor just shot well, we gotta go look for his arrow.
The violent weather settled down by Saturday morning, and everyone headed out to the woods of St. Bernard's Prep to sling some arrows for score.
Jeff, it's that hot out.
It is. You can see.
Under a scorching sun and withering humidity, the pros gathered on the famous soccer pitch Saturday afternoon for the pro pressure point shoot-downs.
Your first place qualifier shooting Matthews, Jeff Hopkins.
Jeff Hopkins had locked up the Shooter of the Year title in Senior Pro as he took a 1-point lead into the finals.
Spotlight there, the middle ring, the one that Jeff just hit
on the left.
That's a 12, yeah.
Yep.
The middle
Hopkins shot a solid round, including a 6th arrow 14 to put maximum pressure on the 2 guys in front of him.
Yeah, that's what that guy does.
Competing in his first ever shoot down, David Pyle missed the 14 to keep pace with Hopkins, leaving only Keith Ahlstrom, who had never won an ASA in the pro class, standing between Hopkins and his 5th win of 2023.
If he hits the 12, he wins.
With a look of total confidence, Ahlstrom smashed the upper 12 with his final arrow to take his first win by 1 point over Hopkins.
Man, it's unbelievable. I've worked hard for this. These guys I shoot against are phenomenal. And just to be competing with them for the amount of years I've been shooting is a blessing. And this is amazing.
In senior known pro, Randy Morocco, who won the first 2 events of the season before the hammer Tim Gillingham went on a 3-tournament tear, shot a monster round over both days of qualifications to take Shooter of the Year honors for 2023 and to head into the Classic Shootdown with an 8-point lead.
First place qualifier, Randy Morocco.
Chasing him was Chad Hilburn, who has been around the ASA for many years, but is in his rookie year as a pro and competing in his first ever shoot-down.
He shot an upper 12,
And
it
he
looks
called,
like.
He called the
Yeah,
arrow.
Randy's hitting to the right. He's low right on that.
While Morocco wrestled with some unexplained arrows flying off their mark,
Off Chad Hilburn.
Hilburn buckled down and whittled away the gap between them. For the 6th and final arrow, all Hilburn had to do was hit an 8 to take his first pro win.
Gave him high fives.
He
of
has
center
shot that
10.
center 10.
He center punched a 10 and collected a Classic champion title.
Oh, it's nerve-wracking. I'm still shaking. You know, honestly, I was just trying to stick it in the middle there and just pull through the shot.
Yeah, no stranger to the top of the group right there. Paige Pierce is leading with a 434.
Paige Pierce has dominated the women's known pro division all year, winning 5 of 5 events and shooter of the year.
Yeah, Paige wants to win all 6. I know she does.
But at each tournament, the competition has gotten closer to her.
Oh, she just smashed that 12.
At the start of the Classic shootdown, Paige held just a 4-point lead over Tanya Gelantine. In the shootdown, Tanya hit a pair of 14s through the first 4 targets, but Paige shot 3 12s to stay 2 points ahead of her.
Oh, she went at it.
She missed it. Darn.
8 points.
An 8 by Tanya on her 5th target, matched by another 12 by Paige, and her lead climbed to 6.
It's just between Paige and Tanya.
Tanya shot an 8 on her 6th shot, meaning
So
Paige
okay,
just had to hit the target to win her 6th ASA title out of 6 events this year. She hit center 10 and completed the sweep.
I was panicked going into this one. I feel like maybe you could tell, and if you can, I think my hands would still show you. That was nerve-wracking. This was an amazing year. I'm not gonna lie, that 6 for 6 was like really weighing on me out there. I just wanted to get that monkey off my back. But we're so thankful to have this class and be out there competing, and we've seen so many different girls in the shoot down. It was just an honor to be out there with every single one of them.
In known pro, Kyle Douglas hit 18 of 20 12s during the Saturday qualifying round, en route to his 2nd in a row Shooter of the Year crown.
Shooter of the Year, dude. Huh? I think you got it.
Really?
That's so.
And a 4-point lead heading into the shootdown.
Kyle Douglas.
Through 5 arrows, the race for the title was pared down to just Douglas and Brady Hempen, who was 2 points behind.
Got it.
Oh, got it.
What a good shot.
49 yards.
Hempen smashed the 14 with his last arrow, meaning Douglas had to shoot either a 12 or a 14 to win.
He's got his mind made up, whatever he's doing.
Completing what he called the perfect weekend, Douglas clipped the 14 and added the Classic win to his Shooter of the Year crown.
Yeah, I was able to close it off. You know, today was just out on the course today. It's just one of those days where everything just goes right. You know, you just kind of get your pin somewhere in the vicinity of the 12 and it seems to just go in. So, you know, it didn't quite happen out here in the shoot-off. I missed a few I wish I would have hit, but still was able to seal the deal.
Kaylee Pettifer returned to ASA competition at the Classic after missing the 2 previous tournaments following the birth of her son. She led the women's pro class by 2 points heading into the shootdown, even though she took a 0 on a target that she missed during qualifications.
So 39 targets while everybody else shot 40. Kaylee has a 2-point lead over Emily McCarthy.
Hot on her heels, though, was 2023 Shooter of the Year Cara Kelly, who was always a force in the finals.
This year.
I think she got that 12 too.
Cara shot 3 12s and 2 10s to earn a tie with Kaylee for the lead,
Oh, got it.
going into the 6th and final arrow.
She's pretty comfortable shooting that lower. I bet she's gauging.
Cara shot first and smashed a 12,
center
forcing
punch, 12.
Kaylee to match
All right.
her.
Has to hit a bonus ring or the 14.
Kaylee's arrow was just low of the upper 12, meaning Cara capped off a double dip weekend, winning both Shooter of the Year and Classic champion titles in Women's Pro.
Oh my gosh, I am on cloud 9. Did that just happen? Did that just happen? That was incredible, and I don't even know how to summarize. I've been blessed to win both a few times in my career, but I don't know, there's something special about shooting 412s out there that makes it feel a little really good.
And your number 1 qualifier, Dan McCarthy.
For the Open Pro Final, you have to flash back to the first tournament of the year in Foley.
He did. There we go.
Dan McCarthy carried an 8-point lead into the shootdown, only to see Levi Morgan shoot a flawless final,
Are you kidding me?
capped off by a 14 that allowed him to take the title right out of McCarthy's hands. At the Classic, McCarthy led the way through qualifications, allowing him to take the Shooter of the Year title and carry a 3-point lead into the finals.
Oh, got it.
Levi hit 4 of 5 12s ahead of the 6th arrow and flipped the script to take a 3-point lead of his own.
Got it. Got
Smoked
it.
On his final arrow, McCarthy center punched the 14, forcing Levi to hit a 12. Levi's arrow hit high for an 8, and McCarthy took the Classic championship out of Levi's hands.
Man, that's just pure luck. I felt like I executed great shots on all of those. I really wasn't seeing the numbers right. Levi was banging on him. His numbers were different than mine. He really probably had those right. And I was trying to make the adjustments out there and see him for less. Truthfully, I shot that last target for probably 2 yards less than it looked.
Sunday morning dawned cool and sunny for the final day of competition at the Classic and for the 2023 ASA season. Hugs and handshakes were exchanged by the mile as congratulations for success were given and farewells for the next 6 months were bid. There is no experience in archery like an ASA season, and so we will all filter away to our respective corners of the globe to work, chase big game, vacation at sunny beaches, and just plain live until we gather again in Foley in February of 2024. Thanks for joining us in 2023. We'll see you soon.